it's me, Lainey. Welcome back to my channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions with a bunch of beautiful new makeup that I want to try. Again, most of this is drugstore. I know I never review high-end makeup, which I'm looking forward to do because I have enough spare money to spend on high-end makeup, but I've just never went out and did that. And a bunch of my friends and a bunch of my family members, they've been giving me stuff so I can try, and most of it is drugstore. So I just wanted to use all that I had today and use it on my face. But hopefully you enjoyed this first impressions. Please let me give my reminder though. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like my channel. Please make sure you like this video if you like this video, why not? And make sure you turn on those post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. Now let's get on with the video. So I have already moisturized with my moisturizer and mixed in some sunscreen, which is weird. But it's because I have been sweating a lot today. Even though it was cold or a little bit colder today, it's still been really hot. And I've heard that it can do a lot of benefits for your skin. And then it can also do some kind of not necessary things. I just decided to mix it in because I've heard that sunscreen is really, really good for your skin. And it can prevent wrinkles and redness and everything like that. So I just tried that like a few weeks ago, and I'm still doing it because it does really moisturize my face really nice, and it does keep my skin not too dry but not too oily. I actually have really nice skin, and the worst my skin has been was not even that bad. Like, I had a few like probably scratches, maybe some redness in some areas. At one point I might have had like a few pimples or something, just like because of something I used on my face that I had allergic reaction to, something like that. But really, I've always really had good skin, so I don't know why I kind of mix this in, but you know, it's kind of just fun, and I do it anyways because I believe that I want my skin to stay nice, and I feel like my skin is already really, really nice. So if I can make it any better, which I probably can't, I will do that. Next, going on to primer, I'm going to be using this Found Color Correcting Face Primer. This says it smooths imperfections and adds brightness. Right here, here's the bottle. It's 98% natural, which is probably what I'm going to like about it. I've actually seen someone use this and they already say that they have really bumpy skin, or not really bumpy skin, but they do have a few bumps on their skin, and I saw them use this and their skin looked really, really perfect, so I'm excited to try this because it looks like it actually really works for them, and hopefully it will work for me. I don't know how I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use a pea-sized amount on my fingers. The cool thing about this is it's like a lavender color, which is really nice because, you know, the Professional, it's either like a skin tone color or it's like that pink. And I feel like this is just like a more necessary color. Not trying to say anything rude about that primer because I haven't even tried it, and it might work a lot better than this one. It might just smell a lot better than this one. But what I'm saying is that I feel like the colors in that weren't that exciting, which they do not have to be at all. It's just that I feel like this one looks really cool, which makes it more satisfying. I'm trying to only rub this on my cheeks and my nose, but I kind of think I added a lot and it's going everywhere now. I think I might put this a little on my under eye just because I know it's going to brighten, and I might just finish up putting this on my skin, and I will move on to concealer because I actually don't have anything new for foundation. For my foundation today, I think I'm going to be using a mix of my On My Smart Shade and my Burt's Bees foundation. They're really nice. This one kind of is full coverage. Like I've said, it claims to be full coverage, which it kind of is. It's not like completely full coverage or that full coverage, because I have a full coverage concealer today that I'm so excited to try. But it's actually like pretty medium to full coverage. You can say it's full coverage because it basically is. But whatever, I was just excited to use this mix today, and I'm going to plop this on my face. I think that would be a good match. So for concealer, this is again something that is drugstore or kind of, I'm just going to say cheap, which I don't like using that much, but I do use it sometimes. This is their full coverage concealer right here. It comes in this one stick. I don't want to get too close up to it because I know it's already zoomed in, which I should probably zoom out for, but yeah, here it is right there, and it is, or the person that was just handing this to me so I could use it today said that it was 98% natural. I don't know that though. It feels really powdery, which I'm not excited for, and I might have to layer another concealer on it just so it's kind of creamy, because I like it being creamy and like, so because I feel like I can blend it better. I'm just gonna use this real quick. I realize that when you warm it up with your fingers, it can like just kind of get a lot more creamy, and I feel like just work with your skin and with your under eyes better. I didn't really apply it anywhere else in the under eye. I did like a little bit on my forehead, and then I just used some for when I had the concealer on my finger, or when I moved on from just warming it up with my finger and then applying it, I moved some down to my cupid's bow so I could kind of highlight. That's something I do. I don't know if you do it, but I do that, and it is pretty full coverage. I do like it, but it's not completely full coverage, because if I look down, you can still see a lot of the darkness. But that's because I have probably really dark under eyes. But it's looking pretty good. I made sure this was blended out really well, and I don't think I want to go over with a cream concealer on top. I think I will be good, but I'm just going to set this with a little bit of my Burt's Bees powder right here. I don't know if I'm going to use a sponge for this or just like a big powder brush, maybe like my Wet n Wild or my Real Techniques. I'm not sure. So the concealer, I don't want to say this, but I was really doubting it, but it's probably actually my favorite. I'm loving this so much. I think the people that made this made it beautifully, and it did cover up a lot. I don't know if you think it did, but in real life, I don't know how the camera is picking it up, but in real life, it looks good. I'm a little bit more tan in person than in my videos, especially during the winter time, because it picks me up even paler. But yeah, I like it, and I feel like it was a pretty good shade. So I already said this, so I don't have to use a cream blush. I was going to use my e.l.f. All Over stick. It's a beautiful, like, almost cream blush. But I'm just going to be using a little bit of my Real Techniques Mood Boosting Blush. It has a bunch of little cute hearts in it. You can see the first impressions when I use this. I'm going to be applying this to the apples of my cheek first, though, and then I'm going to be blending it out to, like, I'm going to be blending this all the way out, but, yeah. So, again, for eyes, I don't really have anything new, but I do have some stuff I haven't really used in tutorials yet and are fairly new, so I will be using them today for my eye look and show you guys. So I have some of this. Okay, somebody's knocking. I'm sorry that someone just completely ruined my video. Just kidding. Somebody was actually knocking on my door and I had to tell them something. But I am back, and now for my eye look. I was telling you I had this big suitcase full of the makeup that I used when I was traveling or I was going somewhere else to stay. I have a bunch of my stuff. I have a lip liner, 2 eye brushes, an eye palette, and the e.l.f. All Over stuff that I was telling you about. And I wanted to use this today. I really was looking forward to using this, so I'm going to be using this. I actually have a big shadow of this. It's a pot of this, or not a pot, a pan of that, and it's called Vixen. I would show don't want to get right now. Let me just set something up, and I will keep on going with the eye look. First, I'm going to start off with the blending brush I always use, or the brush I always use for my eyes. I literally use this every time I'm doing my eyes, even if I'm doing something natural. There's never a possibility where I will not do this brush, because it's never that I do eye looks where I don't do like a base or like a crease, or I'll just go without it. Like, I'll never do anything else that doesn't include like doing something with my crease. Even if I'm not using a brown, it can be a pink, or it can be like an indigo even, which I've probably never done. I've done like sort of pinks before, like this kind of pink, but I am always using this brush, and that's the weird thing. I'm going to dive into this brush, even though it's kind of a simmer, and I might use the brown shade from my my BH Cosmetics palette. I will show you the shade I'm using if I decide to use it. So I just went ahead and used the brown kind of shade from that palette. It's a really warm brown, because I'm going with a kind of like cool toned lip. Here it is. I won't tell you the shade, but yeah. So here's the beautiful little palette. I was using this shade right here. And that's just what I used. So I went ahead and I used some other eyeshadows from this palette and some separate stuff too. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this really light pink shade, or it's like kind of a pink shade. It's really light, and this is definitely not peach yet, but I'm going to be putting this on the brow bone because it's super shiny and the most beautiful shade ever. I am telling you, I might even try to fit it in a little bit if I can, but mostly just keeping it on the brow bone. I do want to try to put it in the center though, maybe a little, and then I will also put it in the inner corners of the eye, just so I look really awake, and it just kind of completes the whole eye look. I will like kind of use the brush to like put to kind of like blend it into the eye, so it doesn't look just too bright in the inner corner, if that makes sense. And I might finish up the lower lash line, or I will, because I want to finish up the lower lash line. I kind of always finish the lash line out of the camera, or not out of the camera, behind camera. I don't know how to phrase it right now, but I'm using the pink from this palette, and I'm using it on my lower lash line because it's a color I use a lot for this eye look. And then I might blend in that brown over top, and then I want to use the darker brown I used in my eye look and just putting that on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, I'm going to clean this up, but I'll be back. So, I have a new lipstick. Yeah, it's red, but I wanted to try it, and I feel like it won't fit this pink eye look, so I'm just going to try on the lipstick, and I'm going to go ahead and just try it on. I might change it after, though. I did finish up the face. I did not do the brows, which I forgot to do, and I might do now. But I really just wanted to try this on. So, I'm going to apply this now and see how it goes. I already have some of the foundation and concealer on my lips, and it will not affect this because it's already dried down, but it's a really beautiful color in Ruby. So far, I'm liking it. Let me repeat. I'm not loving it. Ooh, I should have used a lip liner for this. Wait. I did want to try it on my own because it's a first impression, so I might actually, but so I actually kind of like the lip with the eye look, but the red is a little too dark with this, and it's fine. I would pair this with the red, I guess. But normally I like wear it with like a really light lavender, or like a really light pink, a mauve, even if I want to go a little darker, but they all stay nude. I can even do it as a brown, but it all stays those nude colors and never really goes to like the bold reds or anything like that. Let me reapply this real quick so I can kind of see how it works if I got it a little brighter and kind of gave out a little bit more of its true color. But I love this. I love the packaging. It's just that I don't like it with this look. And I always say that, but it's because I'm kind of picky about looks that are too crazy. I'm that kind of person that likes to be simple, but also be very, very glam at the same time. It's just that I don't like overly crazy stuff that looks like you're a ridiculous clown. I don't want to look like a ridiculous clown, which is probably something a lot of you don't want to do. And I don't right now. I really like this, but it's just that it's not something that goes perfectly with the look, and that's just what I'm saying. So for the nude lips, I'm going to be using Inspire, which is a really nice lipstick I have. It's the exact same kind of lipstick. I just have the cap off of this now. I will put the cap back on this, but I'm using this lipstick right now because it's more nude and it's a really nice pink, except this one isn't nude. This is the new shade that I have. So I applied the Inspire lipstick and I definitely think it's going really well. Hopefully you enjoyed this first impressions Friday. I think I might do my hair now because I almost do nothing with my hair. I can like curl it and everything, but I really just don't really do anything with my hair, which I wish I did because I don't really know why. It's just that I kind of want to try new things right now and I don't really do a lot. Normally I use the Inspire lipstick and I kind of tone it down with concealer or a little bit of a lighter gloss, but I was really digging this beautiful mauve lipstick color right now with the really nice pink rose gold eye. But I hopefully you enjoy this look too. I will see you in my next video. Bye! This is looking so good. I just don't know what I'm doing right now. But at least it's looking good.